Problem 9, section 2-3. Fx equals 2x radical x plus 5 over x squared over and square root x, that's in the denominator. Find the derivative at 9. Notice you can rewrite f. Let me make sure we have both the screens, both the pages here. X square root x. X is nothing but x to the power 1. Square root x is x to the power half. Plus 5 over x squared root x. X squared comes up with x to the power minus 2. Root x downstairs comes up with negative half power. You see, now you can combine these two. 1 plus half power, that is 3 halves power. And negative 2, negative half. Negative 2 and a half, that is negative 5 halves power. That is my fx. So notice I haven't taken derivatives yet. I have simply rewritten fx with x powers. Now you can go on to take derivative. Bring the 3 halves down and reduce the power by 1. Bring the negative 5 halves down and reduce the power by 1. You see, negative 5 minus 1. So that is the derivative at x. Question is, what is the derivative at 9? Well, I'm going to replace x by 9. That's all. Okay. So keep in mind what happens here is 3 halves minus 1. 3 halves minus 1 is simply 1 halves. I'm simplifying to submit here, all right? Negative 5 halves minus 1 is negative 7 halves. And that's it, all right? So I'm not going to simplify this anymore. You can write here 2 times 3 halves, keep track of parentheses, 2 times 3 halves, right? That's in parentheses. Now I'm going to have 9 power 1 half. So I'll place the 1 half in parentheses. So that was the first term, plus 5 times negative 5 halves, and then 9 power negative 7. So 9 power negative 7 over 2. Okay, you can put things in parentheses or you can write the notation multiplication. Okay, I hope you can see what I'm doing. Multiplication, so there is no confusion. Multiplication, it's not necessary, but no harm in writing it, is there? So that's it. Okay, next problem. 10th question. Fx is 2 square root x times x cubed minus 2 square root x plus 2. Find the derivative f prime x and then find the derivative when x is 1. So 2 questions. So let's simplify this. Distribute this quantity inside. So first I'm replacing square root x by x to the power halves. Square root x, x to the power halves. All right. Now distribute. 2 goes inside, x to the power halves goes inside. So 2 power plus power minus 4 power plus power plus 4 power. Okay, there is no x. So continuing, 1 halves plus 3, that's 3 and a half or 7 halves. Half plus half is 1, so power 1. And then that's power half. No changes. All of this is fx. Now, let's take derivative. Power comes down and reduces by 1. Here, power comes down, that's a 4, reduces by 1. So x to the 0 is simply 1. Now, power comes down and reduces by 1. Okay. So if I simplify this, I get 5 halves. Simplify this, I get negative 1 half. That's all. So let's write f prime x 2 times 7 over 2. Notice you could in theory simplify these. No harm done. Let's do that. 2 goes in 2. All I'm left with is 7. And then x to the power 5 halves. Okay, 7 halves minus 1 is 5 halves. That's the first term, minus 4. That's the second term. Last term, 2 goes in 4 2 times, so plus 2. X to the power negative half. Don't forget parentheses. Now, what am I going to do for f prime? All I'm going to do is replace it by 1. So I'm replacing x by 1. This is an easy calculation, so that goes away. 1 to any power is 1, so they go away. 7 minus 4 plus 2. All in all, it's a 3. Oh, sorry, 5. Okay, 3 plus 2. All right, next problem. You have product of 2 polynomials, find the derivative. We need to use the product rule. F times g, derivative of the first, second as it is, plus first as it is, derivative of the second. So derivative of the first, 10x, because 7 is a constant, its derivative is 0. 10x, second as it is, plus first as it is, derivative of the second, that's a 4. So let's substitute 10x times 4x plus 3 plus 5x squared minus 7 times 4. All right, I'll continue next problem on the next video.